Hello, my friends, and welcome to your casual reset. I am Sarah, and this is your space to pause, reset, and feel inspired on your wellness journey. There's no rules, no pressure, just real thoughts and just little reminders that you've got this. So, for today's session, let's dive in. Today, I want to talk to you about your mindset. We're getting close to the middle of the week, and I know it's really easy for you to start off the week strong. You're feeling pumped. You maybe have meal prepped, you have your workouts planned out. And the middle of the week is usually when momentum starts to slow down. It's when things start to feel overwhelming, life and the stress of the week starts catching up to you, and it no longer feels as easy and as doable to reach the intentions that you set yourself for the week. And this is just a reminder for you that that's normal and that's life. And it can easily become too much and be overwhelming when you're giving yourself too much to do. And so I want you to reflect on everything that you've given yourself to do this week, whether that's a to-do list of one thing or a to-do list of 15 things. Be honest with how realistic are your expectations for yourself this week, because you're going to be motivated and then motivation fades and it's easy to automatically think like, well, I just my motivation didn't stick. Like I just didn't want it bad enough. And that may not be the case. Like the case could be that it's likely just coming down that your expectations for yourself are just not realistic. And that's why I ask you to reflect on how many things you're asking yourself to do. Because it's easy to say night and day difference. Like tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do all of these things and I'm going to work out. I'm going to take my meals. I'm going to not snack. I'm going to do this and that. And morning comes around and maybe you missed it. So already you're starting off to a bad start and you feel like, dang, like I couldn't even stay consistent with that. So then what's the point of trying with rest? Or you do continue on with the rest, try to make it at the end of the day to make up for what you've already done, and you're already trying to play a catch up situation. And that's why I want you to set realistic goals for yourself. If you never wake up at 5 a.m. to work out, like start off with just waking up at 5 a.m. Okay. Let's start off with just baby things. Even if you're not even getting out of bed, like wake up at 5 a.m. and then see how that progresses. That's how small I want you to start off with these changes. Like, it shouldn't be a huge, drastic overnight haul to where you're just like a brand new person the next day, because then it's easy for our mindset to come to us and just say, well, this is not working. It's not like this approach isn't working. And that's often what I see. And so that's why I wanted to give this mindset reminder that we need to be realistic with ourselves. We also need to be mindful of what we're trying to accomplish and also how we can accomplish it and by when we can accomplish it. Like, I know we all needed to lose like 10 pounds by yesterday. Okay. I get it. And I get how you want that. And that's why I ask that you take a pause and let go of those expectations of trying to lose 10 pounds yesterday, because that isn't the focus. If you really want something to stick, it has to be rooted in your habits. It has to be rooted with what your intentions are for that. So if your goal is to lose 10 pounds, what actions does that look like for you? What does that look like that you need to embody? Is it not snacking? Okay. Why do you snack? Is it because you have cravings? Why do you have cravings? So then you need to then assess your meals. What is happening within your meals that is leading you to crave food or that's leading you to snack? You need to reverse engineer the things that are not working for you and then make them work. So that is just a little reminder for you to set attainable goals for yourself. Break down the habits and break down the things that you want to achieve and do throughout the week and make them into smaller, little bite sized pieces that actually are achievable and that actually make sense for you, and really slow it down. Okay. Slow down that habit, slow down that goal, and eventually you will embody the habit and the mindset of what you're trying to achieve. It's just going to take time. Okay. So remember, be proud and recognize how far you've come. Be sure to recognize your wins. Be honest in the areas that you need to be honest about and remind yourself. as many times as you need to that you're doing great, even though if things are not going as planned. It's just a pivot. It just needs to readjust. That's all that it is. So, thank you so much for tuning in to Casual Reset. And if today's episode spoke to you, please share it with a friend who could use a reset too. And until next time, friends.